Alright, I think I'm about to do the stupidest thing I'm ever going to do. I'm playing Guildrun Red Rift. I'm not good. I can't get any kind of win streaks going, but I'm about to fight the final boss. Now I need to skip the next campfire, so I can't get stronger from that, and I have a hero death limit left of 1, which is a problem because in my last fight my entire team died except for my Tilly. Tilly is notoriously like an early game character that doesn't scale good at the end game usually, but I got her with Pirouette, which on activation gives her crit importantly and also Omnivamp, but we don't care about that because she has the thing where for each missing health she gets Omnivamp. So when she gets on low health, she just automatically restores it because she attacks pretty quickly. I've equipped her with 2 attack speed items, and I was planning on playing 2 more attack speed items on a Nyx who is inflicting all of these debuffs, and then Funk is inflicting more debuffs. Now, I could probably play something like this and actually win against the boss, but I'd lose the run because those 2 guys would die. So I think in order to beat the boss, I need to sell my entire team, just play her, rely on her Omnivamp to restore health against the dragon and just sustain her. I will get this to give her more HP. She has a ton of armor, because this gives her 60, she's on the front line. 120 plus 90 is like 250. That's on top of, well, actually, she gains 20, 40, 90, 130, so she gets an extra 80 on top of this 180, so she's taking very little damage from the source. The armor is doing a lot. Now, I would love to increase her attack speed more. In fact, I didn't realize this doesn't give her attack speed, so already I don't care about inflicting burn, because I'm not stacking it anymore. This should have gained attack speed. Oh. This item gains, it doesn't permanently gain. Okay, so I'll equip this, because it gives her a bit of Omnivamp. It also scales during the fight. Not significantly, because 15 attacks is like 10 seconds at least. Well, much more, like 14 seconds. So I'm selling this for 23, for 16 is 39, plus 18, 49, 57, 66, 69, low, 72, plus my 4, 76, 40. Why does that sell for 4? Oh, for free. 79. I was looking at my gold, not the sale. So 79. What do I want to find? Probably some relics. I don't want a B tier in the boss fight, even though he's an alright tank. Quests won't activate until next combat, which this is the last combat, so no. This is no money, so I might as well take it. Pimenta. Active ability, create a poison cloud around Pimenta for 4 seconds. Well, actually, let's just do the funny thing, because, like, I'm full committing, right? So I'm selling all my heroes. Now, let's see what happens. For Rush 8, they gain plus 100 max. I think this is good. Oh, actually, she's not a Vanguard. Never mind. She's a tank from this item. Pimenta. She's a tank. At start of combat, heroes directly behind Pimenta gain speed. Store abilities trigger 6 seconds faster, of which we have none. On stall trigger, gain 45 defense. So she's good stats. 172 armor is already reducing a whole bunch of the damage. Like 60%-ish, 70. Area. The thing with the red dragon, I'm fighting the fire dragon, I mean, he inflicts burn on everyone. So unless the hero can sustain the burn, I'm screwed. She does give shields, but she's B tier, so I'm not considering that. These items are not it, boss. On crit, the hero that crit. She does have an active. Gains 3 mana. Heals 13, gains 3. Healing 30 is not much, but it's on sale. I have a lot of money. I'm playing around her. So I'll take it. All enemies receive 5 damage equal to 5 times the amount of frost. I'm not applying frost other than with this, I think. Yeah, this. Funk Reina. Free item. Inflict. It's a quest. Duelists gain. Okay, now I take that. Now, what do I sell here? What the type of hero I'm likely to buy is either another tank or someone who can heal and also heals themselves. So they'd be using magic and mana regen. So the safest, and I'd probably want to equip some defense on them. I'm probably not buying a hero, so it doesn't matter. I'm just overthinking it. But the least useful item is probably this one. Now let me sell this and this. And then I can roll. Okay, and now I need to sell... New attack speed per... Oh, gain 1 attack. Well, that's actually pretty good, because I want attack, because she does very, comparatively to others, little damage. Inflicting 3 poison versus 8 shots, so that's 10 attack. Oh, almost 15 attack, pretty much. 20 attack speed, 15 Omnivamp, and 15 attack. More Omnivamp is very good for her, because... like, she only gains this Omnivamp when her health is missing, so... if I don't allow her to get quite as low in the first place, that's good for her. But this is giving her 15 crit. And this 15 crit is actually very important because I'm not drawing on the screen. Actually, in this game, your DPS is equal to your damage times your speed times your crit. So your damage is basically only for auto attacks. Your damage is these two values combined, so that's 150. Your crit is 1 point plus whatever this is, so 1.54. So this is what, 159? This is 1.54. And this crit here is actually 1.15. When you hover over at the bottom, it says attacks per second. That's 1.15. So that's 1.15. Now, in this game also, each point of attack speed gives you 10%, or sorry, 1% of this value. So 1 point of attack speed gives you 0.005. So half a percent. This is not in terms of percent because we're talking about attack rate, but like, you know, 1/200th essentially of attacks per second. Now, for each hero, they have a different base. So a hero that has a lower base gains less attack speed per point of attack speed, or I should say gains less attacks per second or fewer attacks per second per point of attack speed. Right. So, why am I saying all of this? Because if I were to remove this item, she would lose 15 or 0.15 crit. So that's minus 0.15. Now, because I'm multiplying all of these numbers, the damage times the scale times the... times the speed times the crit. Well, actually, this... I wrote it wrong. This is crit. And this is speed. Whatever. So the whole time I was talking, I was calling S the crit and C the speed. So now this is crit here, this is crit, and this is speed. Just to be absolutely explicit, I had them written wrong. I was saying the correct thing. We would lose 0.15 of this 1.54. Now, because we're multiplying all of these numbers, essentially we're losing 10%, right? 1.5 is 10% of 154. So losing that 0.15 is like multiplying this whole thing by 0.9. It's like losing 10% of our damage, basically. So by unequipping this item, we lose 10% of our damage. Now, what happens when we equip this item? Well, we gain 15 attack. So we are gaining 15 here, which is another 10%. So we're making this high number higher. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't say this is a high number. These numbers are about the same, right? Other than for the factor of 100, these numbers are about the same. And this is gaining 15, and this is losing 15. If you know anything about calculus and like how numbers scale, the optimal damage is when these two numbers are close to each other. You don't want this number getting like very high and this number getting very low. That will mean your damage is very bad. So by decreasing these by the same proportion roughly, we are reducing our damage, which is not good. But the whole point is that we get this Omnivamp, which means we're more survivable. So we lose a bit of damage, but it means that our health bar isn't gonna go down to here and then we start regaining. It's only gonna go down to here and then we start regaining. Which is good because then we're less prone to getting one shot. Alright. So all of this is to say... I'm just making sure. I'm not gonna sell it directly. I'm gonna sell some of the other items like these boots. Well, actually I am gonna sell it because there's not much more I can equip on her. So I'm gonna buy this. My next row costs 8, so let's sell this crappy item and this and row to get something we can't afford. A 10 attack speed, nothing. And just for the fun of it, let's do this. Alright, so in a regular run I wouldn't have done that. If I had more than 3 deaths remaining, or 3 or more deaths, I wouldn't have done that. But because I only have 1 death, this is my only hope. So let's see if any of this waffle mattered at all. I need to skip. Yes. So now, we just need to win our fight. Here goes nothing. This would be so funny. There's no way, because he stacks the burn and I'm doing no damage to him. I'd need the blizzard to kill him before it kills me. And he's slowing me down from time to time, so the one time he slows me down, I'm just gonna die instantly. Yeah, you see that? Whenever he casts his ability, I stop attacking for a second, and in that time, I'm just gonna die. So this was my best shot of doing it, because if I hadn't done this, my other heroes were squishy, So they were just gonna die to the AoE burn that he inflicted. It would have been so funny to be able to win this, but unfortunately, just not possible. Tilly's kind of hard capped by the amount of DPS she can do. Like, for this amount of time, 1 minute 17, 45,000 is not good at all. I just calculated it, it's 588 damage per second, which, actually, oh, when I was doing my calculations earlier, I forgot to subtract, I forgot to add the amount of attack speed and attack she gains passively. I don't think they're factored into these values. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they are factored, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't think about this too much, that she gains crit on active ability. So she's scaling that, but only by a little bit, because like 75 mana is a lot. She doesn't have any mana regen. Yeah. But anyways, it's pretty funny that she took, what, 48,000? So the dragon, I guess, does 89,000 in 1 minute 17. That's like, what, 1150 to 1,200 damage per second? That's kind of useful to know. And yeah, I'm really annoyed that I really wanted this to work. Oh well, you're going to see it, because I'm not hiding.